Okay, so the first thing we have to do is get it in this format. dy over dx plus p of xy equals q of x. And I usually just start with the dy over dx. Is dy over dx anywhere in here? Don't I need to get that? Okay, so what should I do? Divide everything by dx, right? Full equation, divide everything by dx. So then I'll have y plus 1 cosine of x minus dy over dx equals 0. Okay? Now what? Okay, so you want to add it to the other side. Okay, but can I just leave it over here because I want it first, right? So I'm going to add it to this side, and that's going to equal okay, now what? Very good. Distribute the cosine. Okay, now what? Subtract over the y cosine of x. Good. All right. So what is my p of x in this problem now? What is it? Cosine of x. So my p of x is my cosine of x. So I need to find e to the integral of cosine of x dx. What is the antiderivative of cosine of x? That is the derivative of cosine. It is just sine, so this would be e to the sine of x. You don't need to do the plus c thing here. That'd be too many c's. We just need any antiderivative in here. All right, what are we going to, do you know, can you simplify e to the sine of x? No, just leave it. It's okay. Okay, now we're going to take this as our integrating factor. It's our key. And we are going to multiply both sides of our differential equation by that. So we're going to multiply that whole mess times e to the sine of x. So here's what I'll have. See, in the left side, basically, I'm not really going to mess with the left side a whole bunch because we should already, that should be an antiderivative we know, okay? Every time. That's the trick to these. So this side, I'm just going to write, this is the integral of e to the sine of x times dy over dx minus cosine of x times y. Notice how I just didn't even multiply it out at all. Because this side I should know the antiderivative of. On the other side, I need to multiply cosine of x, take the integral of cosine of x times e to the sine of x dx. All right, so the left side, what should be the antiderivative of the left side? Y e to the sine of x, yes. Y times the integrating factor is always the left side's antiderivative, always. Now, what are you going to have to use to find the integral of e, or the integral of cosine of x times e to the sine of x dx? And what is your u going to be? And du, cosine of x dx, this is going to work out really nice, isn't it? So you're going to have the integral of e to the u du. What is the antiderivative of e to the u? Okay, so I'm going to have over here y e to the sine of x equals e to the, what was my u? Sine of x plus c. And how would we get y by itself here? Divide by e to the sine of x. So what's e to the sine of x divided by e to the sine of x? 1 plus c over e to the sine of x. Now, a way you might see that written, you might see it written as y equals 1 plus ce to the negative sign of x. That would be the same. You move that exponent to the top, it becomes negative. So either of those would have been, that's probably what Bob would have had.